You got a lot of people in their feelings right now about your elevation, your progress, your purpose, what you're doing with yourself right now. These people thought so low about you that they couldn't see that you were transforming and changing for the better. They couldn't see the fruit, the good fruit over your life that you literally put in the work to get where you are today. You are literally on the brink of a major breakthrough, and there's nothing these people can do about it. Nothing. They try to sabotage your future. They try to send word curses your way to make you feel low about yourself. They try to ruin your finances. They try to send witchcraft attacks your way. They try to give you the evil eye. Whatever these people did to try to sabotage you, it did not work. But instead, it shifted you forward, caused you to work harder, caused God to have more favor on your life because he saw what these people were doing to you for no reason. They had no business coming for you in that way. Your victory is going to be so grand. God going to cause you to have a grand victory to the point where people ain't going to have no choice but to shut their mouth and notice you. They got to shut up this season about you. They got to be quiet. They cannot speak. Only thing they can do is have several seats because they shouldn't have treated you any type of way. Your victory is going to be so grand, even the president might even notice it. He might even notice your breakthrough, your victory. Your victory could be you just breaking generational stuff off your family bloodline. And God opened up many doors for you to the point where top people are noticing you in your light because you're traveling the world. You're standing on podiums. You're speaking to different groups of people that probably been through things that you've been through. And you're guiding them on how to handle these situations just as you handled these situations. You might be on a stadium somewhere talking to millions and millions of people, telling them on how to overcome life adversaries, life challenges, turmoil, trauma they probably faced in childhood. This is what you stand for. This is what you want. The positive energy you sending out is what these people need. You give people some hope about life in the future based off the things that you were brought out of. Stuff that could have ruined you. Stuff that could have caused you to want to give up on life. But God got you through it. He kept his hand on you. And unfortunately, you just got some people mad about that. They mad because God want to use you and not them. They mad because all the attacks they send your way did not work but made you get better over time. They mad because every time they try to lower you or knock you down, you stand back up even taller. You shine even brighter. You get even better from the last time they tried to knock you down. God don't like ugly. These people were overly ugly. God just didn't like how you were treated. You probably was like a Cinderella in your own family. Was despised, rejected, mistreated, used, abused, talked about. You went through all that and then some. You name it. You went through all that and you still turned out to be a pure soul. You still turned out to be a good person. You still trusted God with your whole heart, even though you doubted sometimes based off the circumstances people put you in or how you were treated by others. You still was happy with the Heavenly Father. And he was happy with you. So he moved you away from these people, even if in your own family, because he has something better for you to do. You had something to fulfill. The victory is yours. Victory is mine. Victory today is mine. I told Satan, get thee behind. Victory today is mine. That's your victory song right there. You told all your problems, all these people that came against you, even the devil himself using people to get behind you because you're not finna stop because you are a soldier. You're not going to stop what God has for me. This is what you told the devil. You gave him a black eye. You gave his demons a knuckle sandwich. And you said, get behind me. You told people, I don't need that energy around me. People that want to send negative vibes your way, turn their nose up at you, fight you, be silly towards you for no reason. These people had mental problems. I hate to say it. These people that came against a pure soul like you clearly had some mental issues, because your spirit, the purity in your heart, does not warrant and cause people to act any type of way towards you. It does not cause people to treat you like you're less than, but they chose to anyway. They chose to reject you. They chose to overlook you in the family bloodline. They chose to overlook you in that community. They chose to overlook you at that job while you were working with the sweat of your brow, working hard to make that company some money. And they just refuse to notice you, refuse to give you credit for what you have done. Well, I'm here to tell you today, you no longer even have to work, because now you work for God's kingdom. Now you work for the better of humanity. You're traveling the world, going to different countries, different cities, and talking to crowds and crowds of people that want to hear your story and your life testimony. And these haters that you left behind that didn't want you to get this victory, and what God really wanted you to have, because they were trying to sabotage everything, they're going to have to watch you in disgust. They're going to have to watch you very quietly. They can't say nothing because God don't care about them talking. And if they are talking, you can't hear it because God got you elevated so far away that you can't hear the noise. You can't hear the drama. You can't hear the mess that these people are doing. You are on the brink of a major victory because you deserve it. You deserve that first class seat on that airplane, going over there to, well, Dubai somewhere. If not Dubai, somewhere nice overseas. Probably even Italy, France, somewhere other than where you are. People want to hear your story. You got people watching you from other countries. Little do you know. That's the reason why you have to travel to these other countries. They want to see you in person, talk to them on how they can handle life challenges when life challenges get hard and life start lifing and it comes at them and they don't know what to do. They want to hear how you handled it. No, people wasn't expecting you to have this major victory. They wasn't expecting for you to be who you are today. But it's not your concern and it's not your problem how these people feel. They shouldn't have came at you sideways. They should have thought twice about what they did to you. God was literally going to use you to bless them, but they chose to sabotage the blessing because they hated the fact that it was you and not them. They didn't know why you were chosen. They don't know why they want to not get you to go forward in your progress. Trying their hardest to get you to forfeit your victory by settling and being just like them because they ain't go nowhere in life, because they don't have no life goals or no life ambition. They want you to settle in that place just like them. But you were too big for that place. You were just going to keep rising. Every time they tried to dim your light, you kept shining even brighter. You can't put a light bulb under a cover. It's supposed to shine. It's supposed to let it shine. You put a cover on a light lamp, it might blow up and catch on fire because that's how bright that lamp is. It's supposed to be seen so the room can brighten up. That's what you are. And they tried to bury you and cover you with a cover so the world couldn't see you. And the more they try to shun you and treat you bad and mistreat you, just as Cinderella was treated bad by her stepmother and her stepsisters, that made you get blessed even more. Now your Prince Charming coming to put that glass slipper on your feet. You probably about to get married to a very known public figure that got himself together and could take care of you. But he's known just like you are known. And then y'all come together for y'all ministry. So yes, he's putting on that glass slipper And you the only one that fit that glass slipper. Just as Cinderella was the only one that fit that glass slipper. And people can't do nothing about that. But you had all these other women, even some of your family members, some cousins, probably even some aunts. But I'm picking up heavy cousin energy. They want to say, oh, it can't be this person. No, he can't be trying to marry her. No, it gotta be me. So they going to put how Cinderella movie went when they tried to force their feet inside the stepsisters on that glass slipper. It gotta be me. And they struggling to put the slipper on. And he said, this is insane. I don't know if y'all seen the one with Brandy, that Cinderella version, but that's what happened. They try to put us on and it just didn't fit. You were fit for that position. You were fit for that victory. You were fit for that marriage proposal. You were fit to get that lump sum of money. You were fit to do all this stuff. That's why you're on the brink of this victory, and they just can't do nothing about it. They're shocked. They can't do nothing about the blessings God got for you. But unfortunately, that slipper just fit for you. And if you are Prince Charming watching this video and you're not the Cinderella, your victory is marrying a beautiful souled woman. And y'all go travel the world together for ministry. And you might be the one to talk to crowds of people, if you're a man watching this, telling boys, young boys and young teenage boys, how to become a man and stay on a righteous path and never go inside of prison or jail cells, but stay focused on their purpose and putting God first in their life. That might be your role. You might be a father figure to boys that didn't have their father, and that's what God got you for. And you got this lovely, beautiful woman on your arm that's going to help you do that and get that done, because she's walking in her purpose just like you walking in your purpose. That's the victory. That's the victory. Your father probably abandoned you, but then again, your father probably was active in your life. He treated you well. And there are some boys out here that just didn't have a father, so they don't know what it's like to have a father figure in the home. So you are like the perfect example, because you was raised with your mom and dad because they had a loving marriage and they raised you the right way. And now you're able to teach other young boys how to be a man. And they look up to you. They're inspired by you and who you are. If you're a female, you might be accomplishing things where nobody thought you can accomplish because they said a female couldn't do it. You might be that great leader in that community. You might be the first aeronautical engineer to build something. Build some things for, outer space, or something where you can look at the stars a little better, where you build a telescope and able to see things like that. You might be the first or the only female in that company that can get that company off the ground because of something you invented or you talked about doing, and you put the action into plan and you accomplished it. And now they saying in the company that you are the best female, the best woman inventor that they have ever had in their company, and you're a woman. Yeah, that's something to be proud of. You're a woman. No other woman did that before you, but you were the first to do it. That's the brink of your victory. And everybody that doubted you or just didn't want you to get to your divinity or your purpose and what you were called to do, they can kick rocks. They can literally kick rocks, because you're going places. This victory will be so grand that everybody around the world, people say, we know that person. They going to know your name. Your name is going to ring bells in people's ears, even from other countries. That's how phenomenal and great you will become. And this victory will be once it happens. You are on the brink of this victory. It's only a matter of time before God show you off unto the world, because of your faithfulness and your work ethic, and you not letting people and how they feel about you in a negative way stop you from what God calls you to do. The lovely person you are. And that's the message I got for a royal one. And until next time. Bye-bye.